Hello, good morning students. How are you all? Today we are going to see some of the things from Matplotlib. Okay. Yesterday I told you to install Matplotlib. How to install those things from command prompt using pip install and then Matplotlib. Okay. After installation only it will be able to do this import of a particular module. So we are just going to import particular module Matplotlib. It's used to draw graphs. Okay, now using one of this particular submodule in this module is pyplot. So using this module we are going to plot a graph now. Okay, so now you have this is a large name. We are going to save this one and plot plt. Okay, so now using this name we are going to plot so many graphs. So first you are going to start with one graph. How to draw only one graph? Okay, so that for that we are going to give x values as well as y values in list. So x values I am just going to give marks of students. For example 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. These are all the marks intervals. Now just and then going to give y-axis a frequency of particular marks, means the number of students those who got these marks. 30 marks 4 students, 50 marks 6 students, and then 67 students, 78 students, 85 students, 94 students, 102 students. Okay, so according to this variables given, how many number of parameters has been passed in x values must be declared in y also. So the total number of values for x and y should be same. So here how many values has been given? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and similarly here we have to pass 8 values. 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 4 and 8. Okay, so that I'm just going to give like this. This is a y is a frequency of particular marks, means number of students those who got those marks. Okay, so 30 marks 4 students, 46 respectively. So now you see here we are going to plot a graph. So for that the syntax is plt dot plot. Okay, plot of this particular and this is the function we are going to pass both x and y variables into this particular labels. Okay, particular plot. Now directly we can show the plot dot show, but in between I need to have some other things also. We need to give the title for this particular graph. Just I'm going to say that marks of 12B. Okay, this is what the title of the graph, and then we are going to give some of the labels for x-axis and y-axis. So x label, this is what the syntax, and we can give some label for this is the marks, right? And then y label also should be mentioned over here. So y label can be frequency or number of students. Okay, number of students. So in x-axis we are going to give a title or a label marks, and then y label is number of students, and title of this graph is mark of 12B. Okay, then just going to show this particular graph. That's it. So these are all the x and y values. X values 8 values has been passed, and y values also 8. According to that computer will now plot a graph. Now you can see that press F5 and you can save this one graph some variable value. See this graph? This is what a graph. So now if you see here, X label is marks and then Y label is number of students, and title of this graph is marks of 12B. So the graph has been drawn like this. Understand? So X axis and Y values have been given like this. According to that, this has been now drawn. You see here? So X axis 30 and frequency 4. So 34 and then 46. 40 marks has been taken by 6 students, and then 57. Frequency is 7 student has been taken, this 50. So the graph is now has been drawn like this. From this graph you can analyze about the students' performance in particular examination. So this is what the major benefit of graph. And using Python modules, you are now producing such graphs. This is what the major use of this Matplotlib. That's the main module of this particular Python. Okay. Now again we are going to draw another one graph in the same graph sheet. We are going to do that. So just going to save this one, X1 and Y1, and marks the same thing, but we are going to mention okay, in A section 3 students have got this, 7 students, 8. You can change values in order to get another graph. Okay, so here too we have passed 6 values, X1 6 values and Y1 6 values. So frequency of taking those marks has been now declared. Now we need to take a you need to plot another one graph. So that I'm just going to save this one and plotting X1 Y1. Okay, and just going to give some value label as label for first graph can be 12B. First one is 12B, right? So 12B. Second one can be, I can give like this. These are all optional, but I'm just going to say that it's a differentiation of 2 lines. It should be needed, 12A. Okay, and then we have to show legend also. So legend will be involved in this graph, legend. So legend also will be now involved in this graph. Now plt.show. If you run this one, see here, 2 graphs has been drawn in one sheet. If you see here, this blue is for 12B and the orange is for 12A. So differentiate 2 graphs. Computers have automatically generated in 2 different colors, so that now you can see the difference analysis of 12A and 12B. So this is what 12A and this one is 12B. Analysis of mark analysis of 2 classes have been drawn in this one. So according to the parameters in X and Y has been now passed through the variables as a list. Okay, and then the titles of the graph as well as X and Y axis label has been passed over here, and line label also has been already declared by 12A and 12B. According to that, the system has produced this particular graph. Understand? So this is what the main use of this Matplotlib. So once you install this particular Matplotlib, then you can be able to take all the submodules and functions and you can draw particular graph. So this is an interesting chapter of Python. So today you have to install this Matplotlib and work on this one. Okay, so this is what a small program of drawing two graphs in one particular single math graph. Understand? So using this Matplotlib, you have to import all the particular submodules and functions of this particular module, and you have to draw such a beautiful graph. So today you must work out with this one and show me this screenshots. Okay, send me to my WhatsApp number. I'll be waiting for that. Okay, this is what today's class. See you in next video. Bye. See you.